Today on the CTV News at 5, proposal shot down. Why City Council voted against plans to move a controversial gun range out of the city. Plus, Hillier hospitalized. Why Lethbridge's MP has to take a leave from office. And BC's big tax changes are causing big headaches for businesses and consumers.
CTV News with Jackie Scantlebury.
Good afternoon. The Lethbridge Fish and Game Association gun range has dodged a major bullet. The range came under fire after a stray bullet left the range, hitting a Northside mobile home in recent months. City Council has voted down a resolution that would have seen the range move out of the city by the end of 2016 with added security until that time. Daryl Rummel reports.
They arrived in early afternoon Tuesday and stayed until early evening to learn the fate of their beloved shooting range. Each of them unsure how the vote would go on a proposal that would have seen the range close its doors until professional security officials were present at all times, and the range permanently closed at its present location by the end of 2016.
I think they're very encouraged and reaffirmed by the councillors who understand the range and the range safety and the programs we deliver, and their vote of confidence in our abilities to operate that successfully.
Range operator Alan Friesen says he and his membership did breathe a sigh of relief when the idea was shot down by a 6-3 margin. Still, he admits a solution needs to be found to satisfy council, range members, and city residents.
I'm glad they believe in us, and we are expecting and hoping they're going to support us in that relocation process as well.
Alderman Farron Ellis says that solution needs to be found sooner rather than later. His motion comes just weeks after a stray bullet left the range, striking Rudy Nordine's Northside mobile home, an accident that could have proved lethal.
Apparently we have a disagreement over risk tolerance. For me, a bullet leaving the range, going through a roof, going through a ceiling, entering living quarters of the Northside residents exceeds my risk tolerance.
A year ago, the range was closed over those safety concerns and suggestions by police that homes like Nordine's were in danger because of stray bullets and ricochets. But range officials say a number of changes have been implemented and steps taken to raise awareness aimed at curbing illegal or dangerous shooting outside the range. In 2012, police received 86 complaints of possible gunshots, but no bullet strikes in residential areas and no bullets recovered. In 2013, they now have one more than anyone would like, with no permanent solution in sight. Daryl Rummel, CTV News, Lethbridge.
Range officials say they hope to work with City Council on plans to relocate the facility and also enforce safety among their membership. Lethbridge MP Jim Hillier is recovering in hospital after a skiing injury. Hillier suffered a broken leg while skiing in Fernie. His leg broken in at least 8 places after he fell and his ski failed to release. The injury will require major reconstructive surgery. The MP's office will remain open while he recovers. Hillier has cancelled all scheduled meetings and public events for the time being and is taking leave. His office says he will be striving to do his day-to-day paperwork as surgery, rehabilitation, and recovery permit. They say he is in considerable amount of pain right now. Hillier is currently recovering in Chinook Regional Hospital. So there was that one really great day yesterday, Dory, and now...
Yeah, I know. We talked about this earlier, the fact that, we're getting kind of all the seasons in 1 week this week. We went from very warm yesterday to a little on the chilly side today. I needed a jacket. I'm sure a lot of the other folks did as well. And we've got some precipitation in the forecast. Actually saw a few flurries earlier today in Lethbridge as well. So a real mixed bag, and I'll tell you all the details coming up in a couple of minutes.
We can hardly wait. Thank you, Dory. City residents got their first look at projects proposed for the upcoming capital improvement plan. All of the projects being considered for the inclusion in the 2013-2012 CIP were on display at City Hall last night. Among the major projects, multi-million-dollar exhibition park expansion, funding for the Performing Arts Center, and a leisure center. City officials say the most difficult part is trying to please everyone because all of the projects are valuable to someone.
This allows the community to see what projects are coming forward to see what those capital asks are, and we'll also have a presentation tonight to talk about the capital funding that's available. So what you see behind me in all of the storyboards is the opportunity to see what our community wants and needs, and what we'll hear tonight is really how much we have to be able to pay for it.
It is a critical project. There's a lot on the table, and there are a lot of projects that are important for Lethbridge, but we don't want to lose sight of the performing arts. It's been identified for the last 6 years as a priority project, and it needs to move forward.
Every centre, smaller or similar size to us, has a leisure centre. We are one of the only ones in Alberta that does not have a facility.
The first draft of the improvement plan will come before Council on April 22nd. Meanwhile, expansion plans to the Lethbridge Regional Police Headquarters have taken another step forward. A contract has been awarded to the lowest bidder with the highest recommendation to complete the expansion. Fritz and Stantec Architects of Calgary will begin renovating next year. The overall cost is expected to be $1.6 million and be completed by 2016. It's being paid for by the 2012 Capital Improvement Plan and will add another 3,700 square feet to the 17-year-old building. The extra space will be used for the Criminal Investigation Division as well as expanded training areas. Police in Fort Macleod are hoping to catch the culprit who vandalized a church sometime between March 22nd and 25th. Vandals spray painted profane words on the outside of the building. Mounties say they don't believe that the church was a target of religious hatred, but if you do have any information, you're urged to contact either police or Crime Stoppers. A devastating fire for the town of Two Hills last night. Fire destroyed one of that community's most popular spots, the curling rink. The fire broke out around 7 o'clock in the community, which is east of Edmonton. Everybody got out okay, though several nearby homes were evacuated. Fire crews battled the intense blaze, but the rink couldn't be saved. Luckily, the local arena next door, that was saved. It's not known yet how the fire started. Kimberley Council is taking a page from an age-old schoolboy's handbook as it tries to deal with problem deer in the southeastern BC city. Council has applied for a 48-hour experimental hazing permit in hopes of frightening the deer away from the community rather than shooting them. Officials believe hazing is a more humane process of dealing with encroaching deer and has been used successfully in other areas. A group of concerned citizens refusing to give up their right to fight to have fluoride removed from the city's drinking water is bringing in a new voice. Fluoride-free Lethbridge is holding an open house tonight at Lethbridge College. Faye Ash will speak about her fight to keep fluoride out of Calgary's drinking water during the 50s, 60s and 70s. The group is circulating a petition in hopes of having the City Council reopen the issue. The dialogue gets underway 7 o'clock in the E.C. Fredericks Theatre on campus. Well, it's only been a day since the big tax change came into effect in BC, and already there are problems. CTV News has found several businesses charging customers tax when they shouldn't be. So how do you get a refund if it happens to you? Scott Roberts explains.
So that's the receipt from 7-Eleven.
When Sean Medill went to buy a lift ticket yesterday, he got a surprise when the store clerk gave him this, a receipt that charged the skier PST.
The PST component here is 602, and that's the part that shouldn't be there anymore.
He's right. Lift tickets are one product exempt from provincial sales tax as of yesterday. 7-Eleven's corporate office admitting it was a mistake, now taking steps to quickly correct the programming error.
Where does that money go, I guess, is the biggest confusion. Does the government benefit from it? Do the businesses benefit from it? Bottom line is it's coming out of people's pockets, and that's why they voted to get rid of it again.
It didn't take us long to find other businesses charging tax they shouldn't be. We sent this intern to a number of local shops with $20 in hand.
So we went to 6 places. 2 of them charged me for the HST, 2 of them didn't. And I went to a couple places. One guy gave me the 6 cents back after I had left the store.
So what do you do if a business charges tax it shouldn't? Well, that's where it gets a little complicated. If it's PST and more than $10, you can get a rebate through the province by filling out this form. If it's HST, you've got to go through the federal government and fill out this form. And if it's less than $10, you've got to barter with that business to get your money back.
We think there probably is about 100,000 businesses that need to register, so there are still businesses that still haven't done that, and that's a concern.
In fact, 20,000 businesses across BC still haven't made the tax switch. The government says it'll be contacting them in the coming weeks and auditing those who don't comply. As for this consumer, 7-Eleven is offering him and anyone else who overpaid a refund.
It's helpful, though at least they're trying.
Even so, he'll be keeping a close eye on those receipts from here on in. Scott Roberts, CTV News, Vancouver.
It's the end of an era. Jay Leno will retire from The Tonight Show next spring. NBC has made the official announcement. Jimmy Fallon will replace him. 62-year-old Leno has hosted The Tonight Show for 22 years. The show will also return to New York's 30 Rock. Johnny Carson had moved the show to LA back in 1972. Leno offered his congratulations to Fallon. And onto the financial front, the TSX lost most of its gains that it made earlier this year just in one day. Here are the final numbers.